Hey everybody, Peter here. Thanks for coming on another walk with me. Now you know I like to start out our chats with a question, but this time around I've got two questions for you. Question number one, where are you settling for less than you know you really want in life? And question number two, how long are you going to be willing to settle for less? Now, this is a really tricky question because normally when we think of settling, we think of really hitting the bottom, something that's a level way below what we want. Now, keep in mind, most of us are settling, and most of us don't even realize how much we're settling. Well, what do I mean by that? Very often our settling is just sticking with the status quo, sticking with something because it's comfortable enough, and it's not really taking us much effort to maintain it, and things could be worse, so we'll just sort of stick with our status quo. But inside, we've still got that little bit of a hunger, that little bit of a gnawing, and the more time goes on, the more that gnawing gets louder and louder and more intense, letting us know, signaling us that there's something more we want and that we're settling. Now, why do we settle? Sometimes it's just conditioning. In fact, all the time it's conditioning. But that conditioning sometimes manifests itself as, I don't know how to get what I want. Maybe I'm not really clear on what it is that I want. Or I just kind of don't think that I can get it, so why bother to even dream about it? So, are you somebody who is settling in your comfort zone and not really going for the life that you really want? Chances are you are. That's true of most of us. Let me tell you a quick little story about how I didn't even know that I was settling, but discovered that I was and was able to break free from that settling. I was in what most people would consider a dream job. I was a director at a very prestigious media organization. I had a team that reported to me. I was running a department. I had a six-figure income. Yet something inside of me kept saying, after several years in this organization, there's something more here. And I did what most people do, I squashed it down. In fact, I remember coming out of meetings, walking back to my office, looking down at my shiny black shoes on the carpeting, walking briskly back to my office to work, and a little voice in my head would say, "You're done with this." And I'd be like, where did that come from? That's nuts. Why would I be done with a prestigious job in a prestigious organization and a really good salary? But I knew there was something more that I wanted to do. I just knew it. And fate being what it was, I was forced to look at where I was settling. I felt like I had been stagnating, but it felt too good to leave until one day my boss called me in and told me, "Peter, you're getting great results. You've been a real asset to the company. However, I want somebody different in your role. I want somebody who's more forceful, who has that kind of a personality that you just don't have. And so I'd like you to stay for a year, but at the end of the year, I'm just going to have to replace you." Well, I was stunned, to say the least, but that actually woke me up and got me asking the question, what is it that I really want? Well, over the course of an admittedly very difficult year, a dream emerged in me. In fact, it was a dream that re-emerged in me, something I had wanted for a long time, but had suppressed because my status quo was so comfortable. And that dream was to become an entrepreneur, working online and helping people all over the world connect with their big dreams and achieve what they really want in life. Now, it took three things for me to get there. Number one, it took getting crystal clear on what it was that I wanted. And well, I was kind of forced into that crystal clarity real fast with the situation I was in. Number two, it took reprogramming myself on the inside, my self-image, what I thought was possible, my habits, and doing that in a way that was sustainable and that matched the results that I wanted to achieve. And then number three, very importantly, it took understanding and getting through what I like to call the terror barrier. The terror barrier being that fear that chokes you and makes you go, ah, when you start taking steps toward what you really want, when the stuff really starts to get real. It's that fear that sends most of us running back to our comfort zone because it feels like all hell is breaking loose. So it takes 3 things if you want to get past your settling and really go for that life you really, really want, that dream lifestyle. And I can help you with all 3 of those things. Number 1, getting crystal clear on what you want. Number 2, reprogramming yourself on the inside for sustained results. And then finally, number 3, learning the secret to getting past that terror barrier so it will never stop you again. So I just wanted to share that with you all, and I hope you find this information helpful. I also encourage you now to book a free discovery session with me. Let's talk about how I can help you achieve what you want. As I say to all of my clients, past and present, and will say in the future, if you can tell me what you want, I can show you how to get it. Book that call now. You'll find the link for booking in the description of the video. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.